Hi, my name is Tanya Fisher, and for my professional growth project, I chose to do it on the topic of multiple intelligences. I will first talk a little bit about what I knew before this class and this assignment. Then I will briefly discuss what multiple intelligences is and what each of the 8 multiple intelligences are and a little bit about each one. I will then touch a little bit on what I experienced regarding multiple intelligences from my observations for this class and what I hope to be able to do in my own future classroom. This assignment, I knew very little about multiple intelligences, and honestly, what I thought I knew wasn't even completely accurate. So I was hoping to learn more from being able to research this topic, which I thankfully did. The theory of multiple intelligences was first introduced in 1983 by Howard Gardner in his book Frames of Mind. According to Gardner, there are 8 intelligences. Multiple intelligence theory opens the door to a wide variety of teaching strategies that can be easily implemented in the classroom. By applying this theory in the classroom, educators are taking into consideration the fact that there are different types of learners in their class. When teachers present topics using the theory of multiple intelligences and using different pathways, this has a very positive effect on the students' learning experience and their self-esteem. This will provide students the opportunity for authentic learning based on their needs, interests, and talents, and give students the ability to demonstrate and share their strengths. The first intelligence I will discuss is verbal linguistic intelligence, also referred to as being word smart. Verbal linguistic intelligence enables someone to pay special attention to grammar and vocabulary and gives the student the capacity to use language to accomplish certain goals. Those with this intelligence memorize best using words. Some activities that teachers can use to help students who have verbal linguistic intelligence is with books, stories, crosswords, speeches, oral presentations, and even diary writing. Then there is mathematical logical intelligence, also known as being math smart. This is the capacity to recognize patterns, work with numbers and geometric shapes, and see connections between separate and distinct pieces of information. It gives a person the ability to reason deductively and think logically. Students with mathematical logical intelligence learn best using puzzles, math games, solving more difficult math problems, and even doing different math drills. The next intelligence is musical intelligence, also known as being music smart. Being music smart involves skill in performance, appreciation of musical patterns, and it also gives the capacity to recognize different tones, pitches, and rhythm. Some different ways that a teacher can help students in their class who fall under the musical intelligence category are using songs to learn concepts, music appreciation activities, or different music videos or songs that may help them focus and learn the information better. Then there is visual spatial intelligence, also known as being picture smart or art smart. This intelligence deals much more with the concrete world and what we can see and what we can feel. Having this intelligence gives a person the ability to manipulate and create mental images to solve problems. Children with visual spatial intelligence are best taught using pictures or photographs. Some things that a teacher can use in the classroom to help these students are posters, artwork, charts, concept maps, or different art activities such as crafts or things to make with clay. Bodily kinesthetic intelligence, or being body smart, is the potential for someone to use their whole body or parts of their body, such as their hand or mouth, to solve problems or fashion products. Those who have bodily kinesthetic intelligence can use their body in very expressive, skilled ways for a distinct purpose. Children who relate to this intelligence like to touch things in order to learn and cannot usually sit still. These children enjoy keeping their hands busy. Teachers can optimize the learning experience of these children by using manipulatives and physical movement. Some activities can be body movement activities such as dancing, acting, role-playing, rhythm exercises, or using things such as Legos for them to build and take apart. The sixth intelligence I will discuss is interpersonal intelligence, or the intelligence of being people smart. Those who have interpersonal intelligence have the ability to recognize and understand other people's moods, desires, and intentions, and they work effectively with others. Students who show this intelligence work well in group settings, they like to take the leadership role, and they like to share their feelings with others. Activities that teachers can implement into the classroom for these students are board games to play with their peers, other group collaboration activities, or even peer tutoring or specialist roles for these students. Going along with that, the next intelligence is intrapersonal intelligence. This intelligence shares many characteristics with interpersonal intelligence, but deals more with the individual self. Therefore, sometimes this intelligence is referred to as being self-smart. Those who are self-smart have the capacity to understand themselves and understand their own fears, desires, and capabilities, giving them the ability to effectively regulate their own life. Students who show the characteristics of having interpersonal intelligence need to be praised regularly, and they enjoy working by themselves. To further their development, these students can be given independent long-term projects with various stages that need to be checked before moving on to the next stages. Some exercises or activities that can be implemented into the classroom for these students are 1-minute increments of reflection time throughout the day, activities that integrate independent study, or just quiet reading or writing time where the students have that time for themselves. The final intelligence is naturalistic intelligence, or being nature smart. Those who have this intelligence have an appreciation of nature and have the ability to recognize and classify numerous species of flora, fauna, animals, and weather formations in their environment. Those who relate to these intelligence benefit from learning outdoors. Teachers can accommodate this by planning activities such as observing nature with lessons and walks outside, noticing changes in the environment, and labeling and mounting things from nature, such as different flowers or leaves that are native to the student's environment. Some other things that can help these students in the classroom is having terrariums, aquariums, or even class pets in the classroom. Knowing what I know now about multiple intelligences and thinking back to my observations in the classroom for this class, I realized that there was little to no implementation of this theory in the classroom I was in. While I understand that I was only in this classroom for a short time, I realize now the teacher I was observing just used the same methods for each student and expected them to all learn the same way with the same tools. But thinking back to the students in the class, I believe that some of them would have truly benefited from having this theory implemented so they could have the tools that would best fit them and help them better learn the information that was being taught to them. For example, there was a little boy in the class who liked to draw all the time. I believe he could have benefited from being able to draw little pictures when practicing his addition during math time. Now that I have learned more about this topic and reflecting on what I have seen in a real-life classroom, I'm hoping to be able to successfully use this theory and the different ideas I have learned about it to be able to use the tools and whatever else is necessary for each individual future student of mine to be able to learn to the best of their ability and be successful in my classroom. Here are the sources I use if you'd like to get more information about multiple intelligences, and I hope this video helped you learn a little bit more about the topic as it helped me. Thank you for watching my video.